Hello, I am going to show a video tutorial on modeling Dwight Howard's free throw shooting. This is a solution to the first part of homework 2. So in order to model a random phenomenon with Tinkerplots, I need to use a sampler. So I'm going to pull down a sampler. With free throw shooting, Dwight Howard is only taking one shot at a time, so I'm going to change my draw to 1. And what I'm modeling is free throws, so I'm going to change my name of attribute 1 to free throw. Now there are two possible outcomes for each free throw, and I'm going to model them with a spinner because it's going to make it so that the chance of him making the free throw or missing it is not going to change from shot to shot. So I'm going to pull that up here. And I can see that I've got two possible outcomes, but right now they're labeled A and B, and I want to change it so that they're labeled make, if he makes the shot, or miss, if he misses the shot. I need to make sure that the percentage of the time in the spinner that he makes the shot is equal to his free throw shooting percentage, which is 58%. Right now it's not, so in order to change that, I come down to this little pull down menu and I click on show percent, and then I can change it. Right now it's at 67%. If I click on that, I can change it to 58%, and when I press enter, it's going to automatically make it so that he misses 42% of the time so that they sum to 100%. The last thing I need to do to make sure that I'm modeling a particular game is pay attention to how many shots he's taking per game. I know he's taking 1 at a time, but he's taking 10 shots per game, so I need to change the repeat to 10. Now this sampler is ready to model a single game of Dwight Howard shooting free throws. Before I run it, I'm just going to slide this to the right to make it go as fast as it possibly can, and then I'm going to run my sampler. Okay, so here's the results from the first run of the sampler. I can see he took 10 free throws, and he made some, and he missed some. To count the number of free throws he made, I could count them myself, but I want to make Tinkerplots count them. So I'm going to do a plot. I click onto that column and then come over here and I click on the plot and pull it down into my sampler, my Tinkerplots window. And now I want to separate it into the ones he made and he missed. So I click on one of these dots, any dot will do, and slide it to the right. Whoop. Let me try that again. Slide it to the right. There we go. And now if I stack it up, the stack button up here, it will look nice and neat. And if I want to count how many are there, I can use the counts button up here and click on N, and it tells me how many he made out of the 10 shots. And that's what I'm interested in. Remember, we're focused on how many shots he makes per game. So what we're going to do is we're going to collect that statistic, that result. So I click on the 5 over here under Make, and then I right click and select Collect Statistic, which moves that number of shots he made into a new case table. Now I want to repeat this process 99 times more, so it'll give me a total of 100 trials. So I come up here, and where it says 1, I change that to 99. And when I press Collect, what it's going to do is it's going to do 99 more trials, and from each trial it's going to collect the number of shots he makes out of 10. Here we go. Collect. There it goes. Done. Okay. Now, for each game, each row of this table represents one game. I've recorded how many shots he makes out of 10 free throws. I want to know sort of which of those results would be relatively common and which ones would be really surprising. So I'm going to look at how those results are distributed. So I'm going to do that by plotting the data, and I'm going to click onto that column and then pull down another plot, and that's going to let me look at my results. Make my window a little bigger. Now I need to kind of separate them out so that they don't look just like a big mess of blue dots. So I do that by clicking on one dot and sliding it to the right until all my bin lines are completely gone. Now if I want to see the shape better, I can stack my plot. And I can see that most commonly he got 6 out of 10 shots, which makes sense. That's close to that 58%. 6 out of 10 is close to 58%. He often got 5 shots. I can see that he never got less than 2. He never got all 10 shots in those 100 games. And now I can sort of start talking about which values are sort of common and which ones would be surprising. I'd say it's fairly common for him to get anywhere from about 3 to 8 free throws. And it looks pretty surprising for him to get less than 3 or more than 8. And that is how we model the free throws.